Reading Cal Newport's deep work revolutionized the way Dr. Andrew Pyle approached his work. As a result, he began teaching deep work critical thinking. The purpose of the course was to present students with strategies for their everyday work, test the recommendations in the literature with their own lived experiences, and conduct research.
Reading the book was called Deep Work by Cal Newport, and it gave real-life examples on how you can be more productive in life, as well as give an explanation as to what deep work is, which is basically the state of being completely focused with no distractions. Viewing this literature taught me how to be more aware of the distractions I had in my life and how to manage those distractions.
I feel like there's been several times in my life where I felt like, I have a bad habit when it comes to studying or doing homework or whatever, even like exercising. I've never really had a good strategy or have found anything that's really helped me long term. And so reading the book and reading some of the literature, it really just made me a lot more mindful of what I was doing.
In deep work critical thinking, each student builds their own productivity plan, tracks their own time, and builds their own journals over the course of the semester. Students also take time each week in class to engage in discussion, learn from each other, offer critiques to each other, and seek feedback on the work they've completed.
Assessing the literature and reading this book really allowed me to kind of open my mind to new ideas and to really pay attention and be a lot more intentional in the things I do.
Journaling week to week has definitely been beneficial because it points out what I'm doing well and what I need to work on.
Having a group of people that are doing the same thing as you are is really helpful, and always having people to talk to. And I think the environment that Dr. Pyle created was awesome because we were able to admit when we were struggling and be really honest with each other and honest with ourselves.
I have grown in a variety of ways through this course. I think I'm more aware of myself and my struggles. A lot of times we don't like to think about our weaknesses and where we fail in a certain stance, but I've learned that my failures can be successes. And by journaling and looking back at books such as Deep Work or the articles that we read, I can kind of get some strategies and tactics from experts as well as my classmates that I can implement into my life, which will help me to be better in the future.
Sort of learning the deep work philosophy where you just take some time every single day and just focus on one project. I've not only been completing my work faster, but I've also been just producing much better content, and I feel a different level of pride in the work that I'm producing.
Being in college, it's a whole world of distraction, and if you can just find 2 or 3 tactics that work for you to help you focus better, it makes a world of difference.